It was a gray December evening in 1997. Two men sat at an old oak table in London, sipping brandy as they typed out the final words of a manuscript they knew the world wasn't ready for. The book wouldn't be reviewed by the New York Times. It wouldn't hit bestseller lists. But 20 years later, it would quietly become a handbook for tech billionaires and global nomads alike. This is the story of The Sovereign Individual, a book so radical, it predicted the world you're living in right now. And chances are, you've never even heard of it. Written by James Dale Davidson and Lord William Rees-Mogg. The book reads like a thriller, part economic forecast, part digital prophecy. But unlike most futurist books, this one got a lot right, frighteningly so. It predicted the fall of traditional jobs, the rise of cryptocurrency, the weakening of governments, and the emergence of what it called information elites, people who live outside the system and beyond borders. But this wasn't just a book about technology. It was a book about power, and how it's shifting in ways most people can't see until it's too late. Imagine this. You live in a world where governments can no longer control their citizens. Borders still exist, but power has moved online. Money flows in crypto. Jobs happen in the cloud. Loyalty to a passport is replaced by loyalty to opportunity. The author said this would happen not because people want revolution, but because technology makes it inevitable. When wealth is no longer tied to land, what's stopping you from moving to a cheaper country with faster Wi-Fi? They called it the decline of the nation-state. Not through war or rebellion, but through quiet migration of intelligence, capital, and talent. Now enters the hero of the story, the sovereign individual. Who is he or she? It's someone who sees the system breaking and steps outside of it. They build digital skills. They work remotely. They protect their wealth through decentralization. They are self-educated, self-reliant, and self-owned. But here's the catch. The sovereign individual isn't about luxury. It's about responsibility. There's no boss, no government safety net, no HR department. In the new world, freedom isn't given, it's earned. Now let's get darker. Davidson and Rees-Mogg warned that as the old systems collapse, violence wouldn't go away, it would just evolve. Instead of street gangs, we'd see cyber hackers. Instead of armies, we'd see algorithms. Instead of governments, we'd see private security firms and digital warlords. Think that's extreme? Ask the people whose identities were stolen in mass data breaches. Ask the countries now under constant digital surveillance. This future is already here. But maybe the most terrifying thing this book predicted wasn't technological. It was psychological. Most people won't adapt. Why? Because change hurts. It's easier to stay in the system, even when it fails you, than to imagine life without it. The sovereign individual makes you question everything. Do I need a traditional career? Should I live in a big city anymore? Is my government protecting me or watching me? Am I truly free or just comfortable? So what can you learn from this book today? 1. Build digital skills. Learn code, storytelling, investing, AI, anything that makes you location and system independent. 2. Own your wealth. Understand crypto, diversify, and avoid dependency. 3. Rethink borders. You don't have to be tied to your geography to earn. 4. Take radical responsibility. There's no rescue team in this new world. You are your own safety net. If 1984 warned us about surveillance, and Rich Dad Poor Dad warned us about financial literacy, then The Sovereign Individual is the warning about the digital war for freedom. The future belongs to those who are mentally free, digitally prepared, and strategically invisible. So the question is, are you ready to become sovereign?